It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and our focus is on George Pickens. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Steelers and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. And a very Merry Christmas to you and yours on this special day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas to you, buddy. And I know both of us kind of feel the same way. If you're not going to be home with your family, celebrating with the ones you love, this is a pretty good second place. I think when you find out you're going to be not only calling or playing the only game in town, national holiday, everyone's home with their families watching you, in our case, listening to us, it's a pretty special honor.
We hope you've had a great and Merry Christmas. Time to add one more gift under the tree. Off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and finds...
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Defense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been a big play guy all season, currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. Now the veteran, it's Cordero Patterson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss with Warren. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 20 on the connection. That's a Steeler first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. To throw again is Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Again, Wilson. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. What a throw. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Steelers. That his first touchdown this year.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return, and it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, 2-time regular season MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC. Greg?
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
Still second down.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Third down and 9. They put Kelsey in motion. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. That's taken at about the 14. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steelers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A carry here for Warren. He'll push forward for about a yard. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. We'll try and run it here with Warren. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. First and 10 for Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They put Kelce in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
This caught right side by Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Hopkins sent in motion. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordarrelle Patterson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Wilson. Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Now whistles. Play clock at
Delayed
0,
game.
and that'll
Offense.
cost them 5.
Still first down.
Now it is 1st and goal. Gray is the motion man here. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught to the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
Mm-hmm.
Next to score, Chiefs 21, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively by Trent McDuffie.
On the carry, it's Patterson. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So after 1, it's the Chiefs on top. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's to the former Cardinal and Raven, it's Marquise Brown. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get this complete to Worthy. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. They put Kelce in motion. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco, and he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes back. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They put Kelsey in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Patrick to throw. And that is incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Warren. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Once again, it's Warren. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. They put Kelce in motion. This is caught down that right sideline. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Now, Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 3-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They go play action with Wilson. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll run here with Patterson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's Kelce. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Kelce. A gain of 16 yards.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They put Kelce in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Mahomes. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down. Here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, third and 5. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll get this one complete to Brown. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Wilson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
They put Kelsey in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the third. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Second down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
On the ground, here comes Patterson. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's brought in right side by Pickens. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
On 2nd down, Russ. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and
they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season. And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Hopkins sent in motion. And this ball incomplete on third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Yeah! And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Let's go back through their earlier possessions, and a lot of them, Greg, have ended with the defense going the other way.
And there's no greater indicator in the NFL of success in terms of wins and losses than the turnover battle. And we've seen so many statistics and charts. We can go on and on. The simplest way to say, if you protect the ball, your chance of winning goes up. If you don't protect the ball, your chance of winning goes down. So here they have 3 interceptions, losing fumbles. It's really been a meltdown by multiple guys all across this offense.
A big-time play for Pittsburgh. It's a gain of 43 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Russ. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here come the Chiefs and last year's Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. On second down, Mahomes. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all three downs.
The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. The defense dialed in. He's going backwards on that one, taken down back at his own 5.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Austin with the grab. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Drew Tranquill up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Day. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Wilson. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 31 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find his tight end, Michael Pruitt. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They run with Warren. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff running left. This is Warren. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, they go with Warren.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This, from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 2 scores.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the 4th. They put Kelce in motion. There's that man again, another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's taken in by Brown. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. They send a receiver in motion left. Finding room at midfield. Second time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Gray is the motion man here. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up. They put Kelce in motion. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay.
Offense. Still third down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
A lot of defenses will try to isolate the best receiver, Mike, and say, okay, we're going to take him out of the game. Well, I think in this case, we might see the offense do the exact same thing. They might take this one particular defender into pass coverage and say, we are not going to throw his way. He's already gotten me twice. I'm not going to let him get me again.
The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And a win here would be number 12 on the season. This is going to be a dangerous matchup for anyone this postseason. Back to work now, though. It's 1st and 10. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He runs, and he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll get that one to Patterson, complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Conner. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. They put Kelce in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A run. It's Pacheco. And Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. So the turnover turns into a quick and now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay they're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand.
His kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 41, Steelers 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Wilson. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Patterson. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it will be a very Merry Christmas indeed as they get the victory on this December night. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.